Morning. Nick in here, my morning walk, and as you can see, it's storm coming. It's a bit wet, but it's not cold, fortunately. After all, it is summer, I suppose. In the previous conversations, we've been, talking about NFTs and how it is, it's hyped up beyond, blockchain's ability to deliver it, to be honest. And clearly it's a sensitive issue because a lot of people have put money into them. A lot of people have built apparently NFT platforms, and for me it sort of smells a bit like get rich quick. It's not based on anything that's solid, and for all the reasons I've said earlier, that all a blockchain does is record one side of the transaction. The other side of the transaction, what you've actually paid for, isn't recorded. That's held somewhere else. And they may have a ledger, but how does that record of your token exchange hit their ledger? Now, they might tell you it's an atomic swap, Nick. It's that's what we do, but interoperability between blockchains just doesn't happen. And if you do, as I said earlier in the original sort of blockchain discussions, you're creating a Byzantine fault. You're creating a join. And the other thing that, if you think about it, so the things that the tokens are linked to are off chain somewhere. A repository, a custody. Isn't that centralized? Doesn't that smell like the thing as blockchain libertarians we're all meant to sort of be pushing back against? Don't we want decentralization, no one in control? Isn't that the purpose? And yet with NFTs, all of a sudden, you're exchanging your tokens. They're recorded on a ledger, but what you're exchanging your token for, the other side of the transaction, which they don't like talking about, is held somewhere else by somebody. Who's that somebody? Is it safe? Is it secure? And there may be a notary involved. There may be somebody that keeps a register of who's bought and sold what. But that's centralization again. It's a single authority that so if you bought a token and you need to redeem it, for example, the problem with NFT platform, there is no redemption rights that comes with the token exchange. There is none at all. So where are those redemption rights? Where are the access rights? Where are the rights on anything, really? Where are they held? Under which jurisdiction, under which law? And that's a problem. I just feel that architecturally, it hasn't been engineered properly. There's been a lull in the sort of like the token market. Bitcoin is pumped, as the primary store of value that drags the rest of the market forward. And lo and behold, somebody's come up with these non-fungible tokens, which in a sense is a great idea, but not on blockchain 1.0. Many call it blockchain 2.0, but it's not. But in the next conversation, we'll talk about what needs to happen to make NFTs safe. Talk soon.